Morning, Central New York. Hopefully you guys are having a great morning. It's a beautiful morning. I know I'm always the weather guy in the morning, but I'll tell you, it's great. What a beautiful fall it's been already. The colors and the aroma of the air, it just brings you that smell of fall and apple pie and pumpkin pie and Thanksgiving and football, and I love it. It's awesome. So good morning, everybody out there. A couple of quick things. I wanted to talk today about how to avoid the negative, how to improve your happiness. And there's a couple of simple things that we just want to look at and make a simple steps to make a difference in your life. Certainly create more flourishing, create more thriving in our lives, as opposed to that survival mindset or that survival mentality. Sometimes we don't even know how we get there, right? So before I do, just remember to like our videos. Make sure you click that like button and make sure you share them. I'm sure you got some people in your life that you love and care about, or some family members, regardless of where they are. And if you find value in what I share with you, make sure you share it with other people, certainly, and elevate their life, the quality of their life. So let's talk about this. So how do you avoid the negative? So I'm going to talk about something real quick. It's called diffusion. What the heck does that mean? That means that something will always go from a high concentration to an area of low concentration. What the heck does that mean? Real simple. Let's say you take something that has a real strong odor, right? Hey, Robert. Hey, Marge. Good morning. And you put it in your office. So let's say I have this jar of something that smells horrible, right? But it's got a lid on it. It's got a lid on it. And I set it right here on the counter, right? And I leave the lid on it. I can't smell it. I could see it, but I don't smell it. No big deal, right? Now, one of my staff, they take the top off of it, right? They take the top off the jar. We step back, right? What's going to happen to the smell, to the odor of what's in that jar? It's going to go all over the office. It's going to stink, right? I mean, let's say it was skunk spray. Like, it is, the whole office is going to stink. And it was one little jar that was right here on my counter over here. Think about that, right? So what does that have to do with avoiding the negative? See, what we don't understand is this. Anytime we get ourselves around negative, we're going to deal with diffusion. That negative is somehow going to penetrate or permeate who we are, what we do, what we think, how we think, what our present time awareness is, right? You ever buy a new car and it's a red car of some sort, and all of a sudden you notice all these red cars, right? So all of a sudden you become presently aware of something because your attention has been directed towards that, if that's making sense, right? So the same is going to happen. So if I have something that so-called stinks, something that's negative, and I'm around it, even if I'm not fully in it, right? I don't even need to be next to it, like standing next to it, but I'm still in the same building it's in, right? What's going to start to happen? I'm going to start to be affected by that negative smell or that negative energy or that negative thought or that way of thinking, right? We almost lose our independence of thought. We almost lose our freedom of thinking. We almost lose our ability to think for ourselves. So much is true with so much, right? We got so much turmoil going on right now. Politically, we've got a lot of misinformation and confusing information about health and wellness and wealth. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. So we start to get kind of scared and fearful. So here's my point. My point is, if I am surrounding myself and constantly exposing myself to that jar of stink, then what's going to happen? My brain, my thoughts, my energy, my health, my wellness, my wealth, those things are going to start to stink. So real simple, my dad used to use this line, and there's a lot of different ways to describe it. He always said, you're going to become who you're sitting with on your porch. So pick those people wisely. And now it doesn't have to be a porch, right? Now it can be a Facebook group. Now it can be something I'm paying attention to on the news. Maybe it's a channel on the news. Maybe it's some people that are in your life that are toxic, if you will, or people that are really negative. So what happens is we start to surround ourselves with that negative energy, negative thought, and then it permeates us and we start to become negative. So what I would challenge you to do is, and I always challenge you to journal every day, but write down a few negative things that you're involved with and get out of them. Make a list, maybe 5 of them that you're in that you're like, wow, it's traumatic to leave that right away, and I appreciate that. But maybe you're in a couple of Facebook groups. I'm using that as an example. And they're really just negative. It's just a bunch of people with a victim mindset. They're complaining, they're whining, they're bringing you down, you're spending a lot of time, reiterating and trying to argue your points and whatever, and all of a sudden we forget, we don't even realize at the moment what a drain that is. The same amount of energy that takes to tear you down is the same amount of energy that takes to build you up. So the question is, how do you want to use that energy? Do you want to use that energy, that enthusiasm, that spark of life that we all have? Do you want to use that in working on yourself to thrive and flourish? Or do you want to use that in defense? There's this great line by Bruce Lipton, somebody to look up on YouTube for sure. He's a biologist and a geneticist, but he uses this great line. He said, a cell can't be in a state of defense and growth at the same time. So what it means is that you can't spend all your energy defending yourself and dealing with toxic people and dealing with negative energy and then think you're going to grow beyond that and flourish and thrive at the same time. You can't, because all your energies, if you will, are being diverted to the force field. All your energies are being diverted in trying to deal with something. Your body does that automatically when you're sick. You know how tired you are when you're sick? It's because your body's taking all that energy and working towards your immune system. It's working on trying to make your body heal and flourish and thrive. So in life, it's the same way. So step number one, make sure you're journaling every day. Write down what you are grateful for. I would do that every single day, every morning. Write down 4 or 5 things. Thank God. Take a knee. If you're somebody that believes in a deity, if you're somebody who believes in a power greater than us, I certainly do. Hard to believe that this all came from a bunch of marbles that just happened to organize themselves in a certain way without any direction, right? So 1, what are you grateful for? Number 2, real important, what you're looking forward to. Start creating thriving mentality. Start creating what? Some flourishing mindset. I can't wait till this and this and this. I'm really looking forward to these wonderful things. And your body starts paying attention. Your mind starts paying attention to it. Start working on your self-talk. Write down some things you're great at. Don't wait for other people to give you positive accolades. Start giving yourself a few positive accolades. I'm sure there's 20, 30, 40 wonderful things that I could say about you, and I'm sure you could say that about yourself, no doubt about it. So start working on that. And then what you want to do is avoid anything that's negative. So if you're in a Facebook group and it's negative, get out. If you're following somebody on Instagram and Facebook and it's negative stuff, get out. Stop. Eliminate it. If you're glued to the news, remember, if it bleeds, it reads. They're not out there looking for you. They're not out there trying to inform you. Do you honestly think any news outlet, I don't care who they are, do you honestly think they're sitting there going, ooh, we want to do a really good job and make sure we give you the right, truth, honest news? I don't believe that. I believe what they are is they're out there to sell commercial time. They're out there to heighten. They're out there to elevate something. They're out there to what? Give you something and give you a little tag on the bottom or give you some big thing across the screen. So you're like, oh my God, there's this horrible weather happening or there's horrible thing happening, and then you're glued to the news all day and all you're doing is pumping in this negative stuff in your head. And guess what? You only have so many days of life, and you just spent your day sitting in front of a television, or you spent your life sitting in front of a phone all day watching negative stuff, when in reality, my God, go out and smell the flowers, smell the roses, go take a walk, take your dog for a walk, go make a beautiful meal, call somebody, do something special for somebody. That's the difference between, surviving and being negative, and you don't even know how you get there sometimes, or how you can take those simple little steps to start thriving and flourishing. Your health is the same way. What you choose to put in your mouth, whether you choose to sit on the couch today or take a quick walk, whether you choose to call Dr. Joe Borio and get your adjustment today, all those things have a huge impact. Remember, your life, where you are right now, and I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to be negative because I want to be positive. Your life right now is a culmination of all the choices you've made. That's the reality of it. And if you're thinking, wow, maybe it's not even horrible, but I'd like to be better, I'd like to flourish, I'd like to thrive, I'd like things to be bigger and better than they are right now, whether it be financially, health-wise, whatever, we got to start changing some habits. Or better yet, just add a few new ones. You don't even need to maybe stop some of the things you're doing. You just need to add some things. And that's what our office is about. Listen, I learned a long time ago that treating people is the surest way of making them sick. Taking care of people, creating a relationship with people, getting people to come in regularly for a lifetime, those are the healthiest people. Those are the people, not back and neck, forget all that, that's easy. The rest of it, how you feel, your energy, your digestion, how your body functions, how your body works, how you think, All of that's better. And I give you a little nudge on eating a little bit better on a regular basis. I'll give you a little nudge about moving a little bit better, right? We talk about positive stuff in the office all day long, right? And guess what starts to happen? Your health gets better, and better yet, your life gets better. And to me, the warmest thing in my heart, the thing that always warms my stomach, if you will, the thing that is the greatest honor is when people come and say, Dr. Joe, you know, I've been getting care, I've been listening to what you've been doing, and I got to tell you, everything's better. My life is better. And it's because of our practice and this wonderful team. So listen, how do you get hold of us? How do you become a practice member in the office? If you're not, just click the link above. Go right to BorioChiropractic.com. You can text us from the web page. You can call us, do old school, call us from the page. You can email us from the page. You can click right on there, make an appointment right from the page. My staff will call you today. We've got Lisa today. We got Paige today. We got Floria today. We got 3 people that would love to meet you and certainly take care of you. And listen, if you're a little nervous, this is the office. So take the fear away, right? This is what it looks like. This is what I look like. Maybe this will frighten you, right? But come on in. Certainly meet us. We'd love the opportunity to take care of you and make your life certainly better. Make sure you share and like our videos, and I look forward to meeting you. And give us a call today, and let's get Chiropractic Care and Dr. Joe Borio and his team to take better care of you, to give you a life that's going to thrive and flourish, okay? Live your life today with passion. Do some great things for some other people, including yourself, most importantly. Do some nice things for yourself. Have a wonderful day. Virtual hug coming to all you guys. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow morning.